Welcome back. I know it's been a while, so let's head to the thrift store. We're going to Goodwill, so make sure you subscribe. So let's grab a cart. And the first thing I want to look at is the linen section. I kind of want new curtains, and I want to start looking at more home decor too. I'm sure if you saw my last few thrifting videos, there really was nothing in the home decor section. So maybe this time will be different. First, I'm starting off in the linen, seeing what they have, maybe curtains and tablecloths, things like that. And on this shopping trip, there was just so many bright colored like blankets and curtains and tablecloths. So I could have been looking a little bit harder, like going through each and everything, but I felt like everything was so bright and anything more subtle like I was looking for would have kind of jumped out at me. That and just because the colors, were all over the place, it was kind of like overstimulating. So I just kind of glanced through really quickly. And like I said, nothing jumped out. So it was just kind of time to move on to the next section. But comment below if you see something that you think I missed or should have grabbed. Sometimes I notice that in other thrifting videos, there's something in the background or on the rack that somebody else should have grabbed. And I've said this in so many other videos, there's always jerseys of or t-shirts of the local sports team. And there's always a lot of Disney as well. So whether you're going to a game or maybe you have a Disney trip, wherever you're going, always look at the thrift store first. And all the stores in my area, whatever 75% off that week, whatever color it is, so this week is blue, they always kind of put all those color tags in the same section. So I kind of head over there first, sometimes, not all the time, just to see what the good deals are. But there's also been times where I just wasted so much time looking through everything on the 75% off rack and there was just nothing, and all the good stuff was in the rest of the store. So sometimes I head here first, sometimes I don't. But since this was right by the linens, then that's where I went. And there were a few hidden gems that were pretty cool, like the Coca-Cola sweatshirt, and there was a lot of really nice jeans, just either not my size or too many holes, things like that. And then after this, we're going to head back and look at more home decor stuff. They had a lot of TVs today. I don't need any TVs, but if you do, they're at Goodwill. I haven't seen any TVs at the thrift store in a really long time, so I thought that was kind of interesting. We'll come back to the shoes later, but I've been seeing on TikTok that a lot of people, they like collecting the old Disney VHS tapes just for nostalgia and like a cozy decor, and they're expensive on eBay, so make sure you go to Goodwill because they had so many and they had a lot of the classics, because sometimes the VHSs are like random videos, but they had all the good ones. So the movies were a great price, 99 cents. The same cannot be said about these shelves. Can you believe these prices? I thought $25 for a shelf was a little ridiculous. It wasn't that cute or fancy looking, and you could probably find something cheaper at like Home Goods or Hobby Lobby or TJ Maxx, just about anywhere. And the thing that was crazy is they had so many of the same shelves and they're all $25. So I felt like the home decor section is where they had some of the outrageous prices. And one thing that ended up catching my eye, other than the multiple shelves that were exactly the same, about $25 each, was this like wall jewelry holder. I thought it was really cute. It was around $11.99, and at this point, I didn't know what the 50% off color was. It was yellow, not purple, so I put it in my cart because I thought $11.99 was a little too pricey because I didn't like the shabby chic look. It was something that I would have probably spray painted. So I ended up putting that back, but moving on, I thought this water pitcher was really cute. It had a nice vintagey look, but it just was a vintage look. It wasn't really vintage. I don't know. But so it was cute, still a fun find, but it didn't come home with me. And then they had some Ray done, which we've been seeing that more and more at the thrift stores now. That's another thing that didn't come home. And I've been wanting some fun coffee mugs. So you kind of have to dig and look through all of them at this Goodwill. I've seen some other ones like on other videos where the mug is like a hanging rack, so you could see each one clearly, but not at this store. And they had a lot more dishes and plates. I'm still trying to learn more about like what's milk glass and crystal and silver and things like that, and what's worth picking up and what should just stay behind. So for now, I'm just kind of picking out what would go with my style, what would go with like something I've seen on Pinterest, things like that. I'm still trying to learn more. So comment below if you have any videos or tips that can help you find really nice like vintagey home goods at different thrift stores. I've been watching a lot. I'll link some of the channels below that find really nice home stuff. So for instance, I like this butter dish, and yeah, I was looking at it. It kind of looked like Anthropologie, but it was a Walmart brand. So, I mean, I didn't need it that bad, but I was just kind of just trying to look around, see what I can find. And then now to the picture frames, and this is where things were really getting crazy. And by crazy, I mean the prices were just through the roof for what they were offering. It wasn't expensive by any means, but who is going to pay $8.99 for a class of 2022 picture frame? I don't care if it's brand new from Ross. Like, that is crazy. Am I right? So I had enough of that. So I needed to move on and take a look at the shoes. They had a lot of really nice shoes. They had Vans. I love Vans, and Vans can be really pricey. And this Goodwill always has a pair. I've noticed that every time I go. And they also had some more Vans, different running shoes that were in fairly good condition. And they had Rothys. I've never seen these at the thrift store before. I've been wanting to try these. Unfortunately, they weren't my size. But if you know about Rothys, they're pretty expensive. And you can machine wash them. They're supposed to last forever. I would love to try myself, but not today because those were not my size. In the swimsuit section, it was nice they had Hurley, which is a nice name brand swimsuit. It seems like these days at the thrift store, all the swimsuits are like Shein or, fast fashion, not the best quality swimsuit. So it was nice to see they had some real swimsuit brands. And I took a quick peek in the pajama section. They had a lot of funny stuff like Batgirl and I Love Cats and silly things like that. Not a whole lot of like name brand hidden gems, but fun things if you're into that. So if you want something that's really niche, it's usually at Goodwill. And the pajamas was right by the dresses, so I took a look at that. They had some that were really pretty for spring, so that was exciting. I thought this lace one was so beautiful, but it wasn't going to fit me. But it was a great price, too, because the yellow was 50% off this week. But over in the shirt section, they had a nice Lucky Brand button-up that looked like it'd be just something that would go with everything for spring and summer. They had some really cute tank tops, and even in the purse section, there's one from Saks Fifth Avenue. I don't know much about that. I know it's an expensive store. That's about it. And then they had a Vera Bradley purse. So they had some really good stuff this trip. They even had J. Crew tank tops, new with tags. So this is where all the good stuff was, kind of toward the end. So I was really excited. And make sure you stay all the way to the end to see my haul. So thanks so much for shopping with me. And then now let's head home. Here's the first thing I got at Goodwill. This is a size medium Banana Republic button-up top. So it was $7.99, but the blue was 75% off. So it was only about $2. And it's just polyester, nothing super fancy. The only thing is that on the other sleeve, it is missing the button. But that's okay, because I'll probably roll up the sleeves. But I thought this would be nice with slacks for work, or maybe even a skirt tucked in for work. But you could also afterwards wear it with like jeans and Birkenstocks. It's something you can wear, just going to the grocery store or coffee or whatever, out to lunch. Very versatile. Not too fancy, but not super casual. So I was super happy. It was only $2 because the thrift store prices are getting crazy, as you guys saw. Next up, I got this black flowy tank top. It's pretty loose fitting. It's a really soft fabric, but I'm not sure because the tag was cut off, so I don't know. It's probably polyester, but anyways, the brand's Emery Rose. I'm not familiar with this brand. I don't know where it's from, like if it's like a TJ Maxx type of brand or what. $5.99. Once again, the blue was 75% off, so this ended up being like, I think, $149. But yeah, I liked how it had, so this part is in the back, the V, and then the front is like double straps. So I thought it's like a scoop neck, so I thought that'd be really flattering, really nice for summer. You could wear it with shorts and sandals, or you could just wear it like under a blazer for work. You could layer it. So many things you can do and a really good price. Alright, and then I got another tank top. This also had the double straps at the shoulders, and this was like a eyelet type of fabric, a navy blue color. This was $5.99. Once again, 75% off. So I think it was like $1.50. This one's not as long as flowy as the black one, but that's okay. It's still really cute. And this one has a true V-neck, where the other one was more of a scoop neck. So this is another one that's just going to be nice for summer. And right now it's already starting to warm up. We had a few days that were 80 degrees, so this is perfect. And a few days later, I went back to Goodwill. I went shopping with a friend. So I didn't film while I was shopping, but I still want to show you guys what I got. It's this pink coffee mug, Born to Shop. This is just the back of it. As you can see, it's Disney, but it has Daisy Duck and Minnie Mouse. They're eating ice cream, having the shopping bag. That was so cute. I love Disney. And this is vintage because I looked on the back and it is from 1987. So I thought that was really cool. Yeah, I've been seeing some other thrifting videos where they have they like a lot of vintage Disney things as well, or some are just more whimsical. Anyways, I'll link those channels down below. So that inspired me to look at home decor more and not just like clothes, because I really like Disney. And on TikTok there's so many people with like Disney collections, but it's a lot of the newer things that they have like at the World of Disney and stuff like that. So, but it's kind of fun to have things that are vintage that not everybody else has. So I was so happy to have this. It's just pink and so cute and girly. Goes with all the vibes that I love. So, and these are only 99 cents at Goodwill. So even better. And I had to save the best for last. I know when you look at them, yeah, they're cute. Not too super in style, as I would say. But they are Tory Burch. I've never had anything Tory Burch before. They are cute. Not something you're going to wear a whole lot. Maybe to a few dinner parties, or, you know, going out for a restaurant or something. A wedding. They're pretty formal in my opinion. And they feel like they're satin. This part in the heel, so you don't want them to get messed up. So, but I don't know when else I would have a chance to have anything Tory Burch. So I had to get them. And yeah, they have that iconic T everywhere. So they are a little used, but they're not super scuffed up. And the best part is these were $6.99. The orange was not half off or 75% off. So I paid the full $6.99. So I'm assuming at this Goodwill, they don't know who Tory Burch is, because I've seen Michael Kors stuff marked up to like $13.99. There were a few other brands and Lucky brand I've seen marked up to like $14.99. But obviously you guys know Tory Burch is a lot more expensive, a lot than, you know, Michael Kors and Lucky brand, since you could find those like at TJ Maxx and stuff. So I was very happy to find this. I had to have them, even if I wasn't going to wear them a lot. Because like I said, when else are you going to get some Tory Burch shoes? And the beading across the strap is just so beautiful too. Very pretty. Like I said, I'm not going to wear these a whole lot. It's definitely like a dressy, special occasion type shoe. But they're just so beautiful. And I just had to try something Tory Burch and add to my collection. So that's all I got at Goodwill. Let me know what you thought of my haul. Was there anything I left behind that you would have picked up? And make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.